Florida State cruised to a dominant 58-13 win over North Alabama and improves to 11-0 on the season, but it came at a high cost. As I'm sure you all know, star quarterback Jordan Travis went down early in that game to an absolutely gruesome leg injury. And normally I do a game recap in this spot, talking about the game and takeaways from it. But the only story in this game, the only story that matters right now, is the devastating loss of Jordan Travis. And man, this one hurt bad. I'm probably going to ramble on a good bit in this video just because I'm devastated here and don't really know what to say, so just bear with me. But I had the game on, and I actually wasn't paying too close attention at that moment because I was kind of frustrated about the slow start. But then I heard the announcer say that Jordan was clutching his leg. And I thought, oh, he just took a sack or got shaken up a bit, nothing crazy. So I rewound it and then seen it. And seeing that leg, it just makes your heart drop. I'm not going to show it on here or anything like that. I think the CW did that enough for whatever reason. And I'm not going to speculate at all on the extent of the injury just because I have no clue what I'm talking about there. But we all saw that, and it definitely wasn't good. I know I get a little too emotionally invested in this sport and especially into this team, but man, this whole situation actually has me super emotional. Knowing the lows that this program has seen over the last several years, Jimbo leaving, the awful Willie Taggart era, 3-6 COVID year, Jacksonville State loss, and sitting here right now that already seems like it was forever ago. But Jordan Travis is the guy who helped rebuild from all of that. He's the guy that led us out of the depths of college football hell and brought us back to national relevance. And we sit here now undefeated, ranked number 4 in the country, at least for the time being. Clinched the first ACC championship game since 2014, and he was even a Heisman contender and was more than likely going to at least be invited to New York. Now, obviously, I'm not saying that was all on him. Obviously, it's a team sport and all that good stuff, but he really emerged as a leader on and off the field, and there was games where he put it all on his own shoulders and got the win when we needed it the most. You could easily look back at the Florida game last year as a great example of that. Now, he's been at FSU for 5 years now, but decided to come back for the 2023 season and try to go for it all, and he was well on his way. Like I said, we finished these next couple games, went out, and we're very likely to make the college football playoff. Saturday night was not only senior night, where he was celebrated along with lots of other senior players, but it was also celebrating the 2013 national championship team, retiring Jameis Winston's jersey. But it was just supposed to be a fun, happy night, sending off the seniors with a bang as they go on to hopefully finish a special season. His last ever game in Doak Campbell Stadium, and for him to go out like that, man, it's so gut-wrenchingly sad for him. And it just sucks because it almost feels like there's no closure for us, but especially for him. The book doesn't get the perfect ending quite like we were all thinking it could. Ugh, it's just heartbreaking. Jordan, he's just an absolute testament to a lot of things. Grit, perseverance, the climb. This is a kid who went through multiple different coaching staffs. Taggart, interim coach Odell, then a quarterback battle for 2 years under Mike in the beginning. A guy who was about to give up on football, or who at least considered a move to wide receiver at one point. Mike Norvell luckily convinced him otherwise, bringing him out to the lobby where the Heisman trophies are and telling Jordan that he thought he could win one of them. And here they were, on the way to an undefeated season, at least a Heisman finalist, hopeful playoff berth. And now we're all just shell-shocked, and it's all a little bit upside down right now. I'm not quite sure how it looks from here, to be honest with you. I don't mean this to sound like all the work Jordan did was for nothing now, because it's absolutely not the case at all. He made the difference, and hell, he was the difference on so many different occasions for Florida State. I just hate that he doesn't get to finish it off the right way. Louisville actually locked up playing us in the ACC Championship game on Saturday, and that's where Jordan transferred from. And he's never gotten to beat them. Even in the win last year, he got hurt early in that game, and Tate Rodemaker had to finish it. So I was looking forward to him finally being able to beat Louisville in his first conference title appearance and hopefully locking up a spot in the college football playoff. It would have been such a storybook ending, but I want to say, too, this team is a brotherhood and a family, and Jordan is obviously such a massive part of that. We all know who and what he is as a player and how dynamic he is on the field. and how much he means to this program. But when you see the reaction from the crowd, random fans in tears, almost got me. When you see Trey Benson in literal shambles on the sideline when Travis went down, when you hear Mike's emotions in the post game conference, you hear his voice break, and you can tell he's having trouble maintaining his emotions in that moment. And rightfully so. I mean, those are two guys that kind of came up and built their legacies with each other. And that'll always be remembered that way. Like Mike Norvell and Jordan Travis is what brought Florida State back. When you see his teammates go to the hospital at 2 in the morning to visit him, and it's just a true testament to who Jordan Travis is as a person, what he means as a leader, brother, and friend to everyone involved in the Florida State program. He even posted on Instagram congratulating freshman QB Brock Glenn on his first career touchdown as a Nole. He FaceTimed Tate Rodemaker after the game from the hospital. They said when Travis was on the field before they carted him off, he was telling the team, "Hey, I'm good. Y'all go play." Just a great, great football player and a great person, and all thoughts and prayers are with him and his family at this time. Obviously, the team still put up 58 points, even in Jordan's absence, and we've always kind of thought that Tate was at least a capable backup. I think he showed that a little more on Saturday, and I'll probably do another video going a little further into all that, but I want to keep this one about Jordan right now. So now that we've kind of gotten a lot of the sadness out of the way, I think it's fitting that we go on to talk about Jordan's accomplishments and the things he's done for Florida State, and there's a lot of them. He's Florida State's all-time leader in touchdowns and career total offense with 10,516 total yards. He's tied for second in career touchdown passes at 65 and second in career passing yards at 8,622. Ending his career winning 17 straight games, going from 5-7 in 2021 to 10-3 in 2022 and 11-0 now on track for even better this year. Going from getting booed by this fan base and almost quitting football to a nationally touted quarterback who's a legit Heisman contender, the only Florida State QB to start 3-0 against Miami, Cheez-It Bowl MVP last year, beating LSU twice in a row, beating Clemson for the first time in almost a decade, and just intangibly bringing Florida State back. I credit a lot of that to J-Trav. He's absolutely cemented himself as a Florida State legend and is honestly one of my favorite Florida State players of all time. They could build him a statue out front for all I care. And I think he definitely gets put in a ring of honor as well. Now, I'm not big on buying jerseys, but I'll definitely be getting a Jordan Travis jersey, and we'll probably buy some of the merch from his site. We want to do that for a while now anyway, especially since the whole Tiger King thing. I'll actually even leave the link to his website in the description of this video if you guys want to go and show him some love. I don't really know how to end this video other than to say thank you, Jordan, for all your hard work, everything you did for this team and for this program. You made being a Florida State fan fun again. Now let's go finish for 13. Go Noles.